Hi James, I just got the last couple of problems to work out. 41 is asking you, the directions say use a graphing utility to find the sum of each sequence. So they sort of give you the sequence there. They tell you how many terms they want you to go out. In this case, 41 says n equals 20. So anyway, the sequence is 3.45n plus 4.12. So to do this, I explained this in the previous video too, but you go to the list menu, math, and in this case you're taking the sum of a sequence, so you go back here and you get the sequence part of it here, and your sequence, they just give it to you in 41, is 3.45 plus 4.12. I'm sorry, it's 3.45 n, so we'll put an x in for that. So it's 3.45x plus 4.12. And for this sequence, we're going to take it, we're indexing x from 1 to 20, and we're going to take it in steps of 1, and that should give it to us. So we should get the answer for that. And that gives us 806.9. So the answer to 41 on page 830 is 806.9. Now 45 on page 830 was a little trickier. Go ahead and reset the calculator first, because you had to determine the formula yourself. They gave you the sequence in sort of just number form, so you had to figure out what the formula for the sequence was. I think this was equation 2 in this chapter. So initially you had to figure out the common difference, and you could subtract any of these terms. You could subtract this, you could sorry about that. You could subtract this one from this one from this one, or this one from this one. Either of those will work. So I subtracted 4.9 from 7.48, and I determined that the common difference was 2.58. Again, not particularly tricky. Okay, the first term is just given right here. It's 4.9. So the first term we know. And then using that formula, I figured out what a sub n was. And that's going to be 4.9 plus n minus 2 times 2.58. I think it's a plus n minus 1 times d. I think that's the formula for it. So anyway, after some simplifying, we determined that a sub n was actually 2.32 plus 2.58 n. Okay. Having done that, then you have to take the last term in your sequence, which is 66.82, and figure out what term that is. Is it the 5th term? Is it the 6th term? Is it the 107th term? You just have to figure it out. So what you do is you set that for your a sub n in this formula, and then you have the formula here, and you just solve for n, which I did. So I solved for n, and I determined that the 6.82 value here was actually the 25th term. Okay, so now I guess we're ready to go ahead and try it out. So we want to go to the list menu once again. We go to math. We're taking the sum of a sequence. So we go back to the list menu, ops, we get sequence. And now we just put in our formula, our a sub n formula here, which is 2.32 plus 2.58 n, and in our case our n is just going to be x. Okay, we're going to index the x term, and we're going to take it from 1 to what we just figured out, which was 25. This 6.82 is the 25th term. So we're going to take it from 1 to 25. We'll take it in steps of 1, and that should give us our answer. So we'll see what it says. And it says it's 896.5 for 45. I'll check it in the back of the book too. For 45, 896.5 is indeed what we were looking to find. So, okay, so that's 43 and 45. I've done both of them. So I guess I've done everything now. So good luck on all of this. Talk to you soon.